What is going on, Judy Gang? Happy Wednesday, post earnings day. Tesla soaring up 14% as I record this. It's really getting insane how the price action, we haven't seen a reaction to Tesla earnings like today I don't think ever really, especially since S&P inclusion. So Tesla rallying as much as it has today on we're going to talk about in terms of news from Tesla is quite surprising. Now, the counter argument is that Tesla has dropped so much that this rally in the net grand scheme of things is not like it's like super exciting. But what is exciting is that hopefully turning of the tides, because everyone was talking about Tesla, including myself. I said, look, we broke the support that we had at 150. It looks like Tesla wants to revisit 150 or 2023 lows to retest those, and all momentum and all gravity was pointing towards that happening. And then earnings dropped, and Elon and Tesla pretty much said, yeah, we have probably our new car coming out at the end of this year, if not the beginning of next year. And so that pushed everyone's timelines backwards, and everyone's now kind of left holding their crayons and saying, wait, hold on, what's going on? So this earnings call was kind of nuts. I had to go back. I had to reanalyze. This is one of the few earnings calls where I feel like there was so much substance given. And let me know if you agree or disagree with that comment, because we got so many updates from Robotaxi to the new compact car to FSD to Tesla stock buybacks. Elon saying that if Tesla generates enough cash flow, they're going to buy back stock. So I'm not going to give you the cold notes as much as I'm going to try to give you my general thoughts of why I think Tesla is rallying on this news. I think first and foremost, Wall Street looks at Tesla and Elon's forward-looking remarks about how 2024 will actually carry more volume and they'll sell more cars this year than last year as oh crap, we got something wrong. Because everyone on Wall Street has them flat, like 1 or 2% growth, flat, if not negative growth for this year. And to be fair, I mean, quarter one wasn't that strong. I'm not sure how much of that they want to give Tesla any credit towards because of supply chain disruptions, despite what they say. And so everyone's kind of been on this let's pile on train a little bit. And Elon and Tesla come out and they go, yeah, we're going to sell more cars this year than last year. And they kind of go, really? Okay. So number one, that's some big news for Wall Street, right? As you and I sit here, maybe we both go, look, I don't care if they sell 1.5 or, do whatever math, 1.8 this year. I care about what they do in 2030 and beyond, or whatever it might be. Maybe you find yourself thinking that. But remember, Wall Street doesn't operate that way. Wall Street operates off of growth and trajectory. If Wall Street's fiscal year this year looks ugly, well, it compounds, right? It compounds. And they don't operate in step change. They operate in predictable linear growth, I should say, not exponential growth. And who's right, who's wrong is a totally different story, right? We don't have to get into that. But I think the biggest thing is Elon gave a Robotaxi update where he pretty much said, if you have Tesla stock, you should not, I'm paraphrasing, but he essentially said, how can you be invested in Tesla stock and not have driven FSD? You just don't get it. And I think that's partly like a smart marketing move by Elon to say that, because, look, to get access to FSD V12 today is not hard. All cars essentially in North America can get it if they want. They can just subscribe to it. I think there's like 10% of the fleet that's not eligible yet, my parents' car included. But everyone, you can find someone in general, hopefully, that can give you a tour on it. And let me tell you something. For example, yesterday, I'm driving someone home late last night. And I'm like, this is how FSD works. Put in your address. Let's try it out. So we're parked on the side of the road. He puts in his address. I enable FSD. It signals, gets out of the parking spot. The whole shebang, right? Making a right turn. I'm going up the street, and it's kind of traffic-ish because I'm at the Canucks game, and it gets into the wrong lane. Not because it couldn't go straight, but because this lane has parked cars on it, right? So we're kind of awkwardly now waiting behind a whole lineup of cars. I'm hoping that the car will figure this out, right? And all of a sudden, as we're parked behind, as we're right behind these parked cars, and I'm awkwardly saying, okay, well, I should probably take over so it can get back into this lane. Car goes and you know, you wouldn't even expect it. Just like a human, waits for the green light, cars go ahead. The guy was nice enough to let me in. Car goes in right in front of him, merges and comes back into the other lane. It was so human-like. He was just speechless, right? He's sitting right here. He's just like, what just happened? And I was like, yeah, man, it's kind of unreal, because, you know, he was saying like, and we don't get into this topic at all, but, you know, he was saying, well, as cool as this is, like, and it goes to his house, it pulls over on the side. I love when it pulls over on the side, drops him off right there. And he's like, as much as I love Teslas and I love this, I don't know if I'd buy it because, you know, Elon. Anyways, I'll kind of leave that cliffhanger there for a different topic on a video. But anyways, this earnings call on FSD, why it's so important and people like that trying it, is because FSD paints the vision of where Tesla is going to go in the future. Now, listen, 3 or 4 years ago, I was the person on this channel saying, look, FSD is nice, it's cool, but what's the realistic timeline on this thing? And even if there is, how's the regulatory approval going to work? And now, and mind you, Tesla's car business was growing a lot more in percentage points back then. And so now you look at Tesla's business and, you know, you have to ask the question, are we only looking at FSD now as, you know, a way to almost like cope for Tesla's growth on their car business? Or is it really that exponential growth that we're seeing in FSD that's prompting this change, that's making everything else irrelevant? I mean, I'll give the flowers to someone like Kathy Woods, for years has been saying that Tesla's FSD makes the car business kind of look stupid. Like, you know, if you look at her car business modeling, she doesn't really care about it too much. It's all about FSD and robotaxi. And I gotta say, as someone that has tried FSD V12, I've tried V11 and I did not feel the same way about it. But V12, something about it is just unreal. Anyways, we can dive more into that. And then the last point that I want to really highlight on this earnings call, that, you know, everyone talks about, you know, robotaxi, AI, and Vail. But what Tesla did yesterday in their shareholder deck that I thought was genius is they put up some mock sketches of what the Tesla app can look like with the robotaxi. This does a couple things. Number one, to me, it creates, it makes it more real. That Tesla's already past that step where they're like already mocking up UI, UX, wireframing, the app already. So, you know, Uber-esque, you can kind of put in your address, see wherever you need to go, how much it's going to cost. From the back, you can control your climate, whatever, you know, temperature you want to have it, so on and so forth. For them to put that in the shareholder deck means they're probably well more ahead than I thought and I gave them credit for on this FSD thing, even ahead of this 8.8. So here's my key point on this. The reason why I think it's actually really awesome that they shared this is not because in and of itself it's cool, but because they shared it even before 8.8. Meaning, what's going to be shared on 8.8 is way more meaningful than a couple of mock-ups and a nice little, like, here's the app kind of that we want it to look like. Here's, like, this whole picture. I mean, they're already giving that us now, right? What would they be giving us on 8.8 if they're already giving us that now? Is there a live demo that's going to happen by 8.8? You know, like, very potentially, there could be a live demo that goes on. So anyways, it was action-packed, this earnings call. I still have, honestly, I still have to go, full disclosure, I still have to go back and actually listen to this thing, because it's just so many nuggets in there that I just need to wrap my mind towards. And, you know, the Canucks game was on, the playoffs, and, you know, we lost last night, so I really wasn't in the mood to go listen to it last night after that. But, you know, it is what it is. It's exciting times, of course, but with Tesla stock and it up so much today, I mean, let's hope this momentum continues. But I mean, you can never really say anything with Tesla stock. I mean, it could be headed anywhere at any point. It's just the way Tesla stock is. So yeah, leave me a comment down below as to your thoughts. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Yash signing off. Peace out.